So it sounds like Kim Kardashian has finally taken accountability for at least a small part in what she played in Northwest upbringing, at least when it comes to Ice Spice, and that maybe Kanye was a little bit right. Want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
I swear I'm about to can't deal with this though. I'm halfway at the but it's street summer. I swear I'm about to can't deal with this though. I'm halfway at the but it's street summer.
Let's get into it then.
Wait. Now, I love y'all, and I love doing YouTube, but y'all know YouTube be on that bullshit, and right now, it's quite literally the motherfucking ghetto. And listen, if you know me from way back when, then you know it's two things about your girl. Number one, I hate being anybody's best kept secret. And number two, if it don't make dollars, it don't make Scott no motherfucking sense, ho. So with that said, the best way to help me help you and keep the fun going is to join the Patreon, baby. Now I know I've struggled with consistency and whatnot in the past. I get it. But listen, baby, when our creative fund is impacted, then that makes it hard for me to do the content that y'all love, whether that be story times, commentary, hell, even my motherfucking music. Like, it makes it extremely hard to do. So I'm telling y'all now, if you're only experiencing me through this platform, which is YouTube, then baby, you are only getting half of the tea. So head on over to Patreon to get the full Scott Santana experience. And also, because a lot of people have been asking me like, oh, Scott, when you bringing your story times back, oh, what happened to the laptop? What happened to those videos like from 2016? That channel that I had that I was doing story times on, that channel from 2016 is no longer. But here's a good thing about Patreon. Now it's 2023. I'm older. I'm 30 years old. Well, a whole different fucking gender now. But listen, how cool and exciting and fun would it be if I went back and I retold some of the old stories that you guys knew and loved from me, but from a grown and sexy 30-year-old mature perspective? Like, how dope would that be? So make sure that y'all go down to the description box, you click on the link to get to my Patreon, and y'all motherfucking subscribe, ho. Definitely make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter, okay? Because I swear I be over there talking to myself. Like, I be live reacting and live tweeting in real time to the fuck shit that y'all be putting on Beyonce's internet. So definitely make sure that you follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with the engagement and what's not. And definitely make sure that you stream my music too, okay? Because I talk shit, but I also write hits, okay? So don't be dumb, bitch, because you ain't dumb, bitch. Back to the video. What's going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Cha-Cha-Cha-Chi-Chi. And we are back for another motherfucking Let's Talk About It, ho. Because we doing what? We talking about it, ho. But remember, if I didn't say it, then it wasn't said, okay? But the truth is always in motherfucking apply, okay? Now listen, y'all not gonna like what we talking about today, but we talking about it, okay? I decided I'm gonna put my black woman super cape on to go down there and run and save a motherfucking Kardashian. Shit, let y'all tell it. Let y'all fucking tell it, okay? But the Kardashians finally decided to come forward and with some type of accountability. But I mean, I feel like y'all not gonna care. I feel like y'all don't care. I feel like it's gonna go over y'all head. But I mean, I feel like as much as they get dragged, we might as well put something out there positive when they, you know, when they trying to do positive or when they doing something right, I guess. Right? Now, y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, baby, it's been a couple of months. So about a couple of months ago, right, we had Ice Spice that had went and did a campaign with Northwest or whatever, right? We had Ice Spice because Ice Spice has only really been out a year. Not even a year, baby. Like, she has been out since August of 2022. We're not even at full summer yet. Like, the summer solstice is this week. So, like, we didn't even get to July yet. And so it's only been about like 10, 11 months that that Ice has been popping. But somewhere along the line, you know, after the new year, we noticed that she was hanging around Northwest. Now, Kim Kardashian is definitely a fast, future, forward-thinking type of parent. You know, like, obviously, the whole family's brand is about social media. You know, so, of course, you know, like, naturally, the kids are going to want to be on social media. And then, you know, after 2020 and TikTok taking off, well, first off, TikTok started off as, like, being, like, a kids app. And, like, all adults thought, like, it was uncool. And so it started off, I think, with like Musically. So the kids was on TikTok first, right? Because I know some people gonna be like, what the fuck was she even doing on TikTok? And TikTok started off as a kids app before adults came and took it over. So that's first off and foremost. Second off, you know, North is a part of this new generation. I think they Gen Z, whatever. She's a part of this new generation. TikTok, they love TikTok. They love TikTok. And so a lot of people give Ice Spice a lot of flack because they feel like, well, how is she rising so fast? It got to be because she light skinned. It got to be because she giving her pussy out. Just listen to yourselves. Like, y'all are really some fucking bigots. It got to be because she's light skinned and it got to be because she fucking everybody. Y'all are literally fucking retarded. Ice Spice has rose to fame because, for one, we've never really seen like a non-attitudinal, like, she's a rapper that raps, but she acts like she doesn't get it. She's rapping, but she does, right? It's like she's unbothered, like literally the definition of unbothered. And then two, aside from that, she had things about her that TikTok just love, picked up on, and, you know, she took off on TikTok. And so, you know, naturally taking off on TikTok, you know, Northwest was on TikTok, obviously, you know, fell in love with Ice Spice or whatever. And so eventually we get to a point to where we see that Ice Spice is around Northwest. And immediately everybody's like, oh, this is what Kanye was talking about. Oh, you know, because Kanye, when him and Kim Kardashian was trying to go through everything, trying to go through their little divorce or whatever, that's when Kanye wanted to pull the whole black man card. And, oh, she's trying to keep a black man away from his kids. And he wanted to pull that. And y'all dumbass bitches, y'all fell for it because, oh, let me put the S on my cake. Let me go ahead and say this black man, protect black men. And y'all know how y'all do. And so y'all went and y'all did, right? And we didn't really hear much necessarily from Kim's side, other than like she was just trying to work things out as best as she could with Kanye. But at that time, Kanye was being very vocal. He's not very vocal now, and I wonder why. We're not gonna get this channel taken down, but you know, it's good to hear that Kim is taking accountability, but it might be a little too late. Okay, listen, Kanye, it's all in the name. Okay, it's giving Con. Okay, listen, because we could talk about it. But oh, we can really talk about it. Listen, the things that people want to talk about. Oh, we're gonna say, I'm gonna need y'all to sign up for my motherfucking Patreon. Okay, can y'all do that? Sign up for my motherfucking Patreon so we can really get into some things. Because I can't be getting into the things on Google, on YouTube. I can't as much as I want to. But Kanye disappeared. Chad, for lack of better words. Ooh, Kanye disappeared. And we didn't really hear much about it. We didn't really hear anything else about it. And we just noticed, like, okay, Ice is with Northwest. So automatically everybody assumed, like, oh, Ice is getting to the bag. Okay, because Kim K is a major endorsement. Then after Kim K, we saw her with Taylor Swift. We saw her rising. She did the Princess Diana with Nicki. She did the Barbie's World with Nicki that's coming out. So it's like, okay, Ice has officially made it. Like, especially once you get to a Northwest, let alone a Kim K, you've made it, right? And so we knew then, okay, she got to the bag and it got to be part of some Skims deal, right? So now here we are where I guess like Kim has sat down to do like maybe like some sort of interview with Time Magazine. I'm not really sure, but that's what we just gonna go ahead and assume because that's what it says. It's Time Magazine. And also too, you know, I saw this on Twitter. And so I was like, oh, this is interesting. Let me go ahead and bring this up. On the motherfucking channel, right? So it says Kim Kardashian admits it probably was the best idea to let Northwest dress up and perform as Ice Spice. And if y'all remember, this is the picture right here of, you know, basically Northwest dressed up as Ice Spice. And I'll admit, back then she did look super fucking grown. She did, because she patted her boobs and she patted her child. I don't even know what you call it on a little girl. But she padded in areas to make it look like she was more filled out than you should be for somebody that age, basically, right? But it's committed to the character. And then, you know, one could challenge and one could say, like, okay, well, is it too grown? And is it only grown because she's trying to embody a woman? So the character happens to be a woman? Because what if she was being Medea? She would stuff a pillow there, right? What if she was being Barney? She would probably wrap herself up in brown sheets. So, you know, like, we could take that conversation many different ways. But apparently the way that Kim Kardashian wants to take it is, surprisingly, This is what she had to say. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it.
Everybody's wearing Skims.
Every day the kid gets to switch of whose music they want to plug in and listen to on the way to school, and North was listening to Ice Spice. And I didn't know who that was at the time. And I was like, this is the moment where I feel really old, where my daughter is now teaching me what's cool. I then had the idea to put her in a Skims campaign. So that all came through North and what she liked. I think it's always tough when you're co-parenting and someone wants something and someone doesn't. I would say the Ice Spice videos, she said, Mommy, can I post this? I was out of town, so I had my nanny was there and allowed it. And then as soon as I saw the words and everything, I was like, oh, no, we're taking this down. She was totally understood. So I think that's the trial and error sometimes. And, you know, and then I saw on the internet, it's like, Kanye was right, you know, and maybe he was, you know, in that instance. But in the creative side, where she loves making slime videos and doing her little hair tutorials, I will fight for her to be creative in those ways. So it's always a compromise. No one's always going to agree. And you just have to do the best that you can as a parent to try to protect your kids, but also let them be creative.
I mean, and honestly speaking, I don't see anything wrong with what it is that she said. I don't see anything wrong with what it is that she said, because at the end of the day, you do want to make sure that as a parent, you protect your kids. And y'all can sit and say this, that, and the third all goddamn day, but y'all wasn't fucking with Kanye like that. Y'all fucked with Kanye when Kanye was ranting in a mess. And then half the time y'all fucked with them, half the time y'all didn't. If y'all truly fucked with Kanye, y'all will be asking where's the real one. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And second of all, it's like nobody was really giving a fuck about Northwest and them kids until Kanye pulled the whole black man card. At the end of the day, y'all can give Kim Kardashian all the flack and shit that y'all want to. I feel like a lot of the slander that she goes through is unnecessary. A lot of the slander that the family goes through is unnecessary. Some things I can understand maybe like 10 years ago. Now it's just like, okay. And to be in 2024 damn near and still talking about black this, black that, black that. And it's just like, when are y'all going to realize that black culture is culture? There are people that were born in 2000 that are literally turning like 23 right now who have no sense of a black woman body. And so all they know is like they didn't grow up in the era where everything was about Beyonce, everything was about Tyra Banks, everything was about Naomi. Because do notice that every couple of years, you know, every decade or half decade, there are certain prototypes that everybody goes to. It was like Donna Summer at one point. Then, you know, at least for my generation coming up, it was always about Tyra Banks, Beyonce, J-Lo, or Naomi Campbell. Those were like the four girls. And then once I got to high school, it was like, okay, you want to look like a Kim Kardashian. But it was always some sort of like one girl or sets of girls that people would throw out there. Oh, you trying to be Beyonce? Oh, you want a Beyonce booty? Oh, you want a J-Lo booty? And then it became Kim Kardashian booty. And then it just so happened that, you know, stripper and BBL culture took over. So Kim Kardashian had a much longer reign, you know, holding that title and, you know, those statements and shit, then a Beyonce, then a J-Lo, and the rest of them did. But y'all got to understand that now at this point in 2023, 2024, people have been raised to look out and see BBL culture and see Kim Kardashian booty. And they're not equating that back to black. So even if 20 years ago, 10 years ago, it was like, oh, Kim Kardashian, you only got that body because of black women. Yeah, okay, that might have been true. But now, motherfuckers is not looking to black people like, oh, I want to have that body. No, people is looking at a Kim Kardashian who is now a pop icon, who is now pop culture, who is culture. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I feel like a lot of the shit that y'all just be ranting and raving about online, it's like some of that shit I could understand from 10 years ago. Yes, totally. But we're in a different completely climate now. And y'all have to understand that there are people that are literally not necessarily looking at black culture, but looking at the Kardashians as culture because they've been so relevant for the last however 15 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like at some point fucking let it go. Let it go. Let your hurt and your pain go. Like, because all these blogs have to do is literally post a Kardashian, post a Jenner. Everybody will be upset and in their feelings and just all over the fucking place. And as far as this fucking interview, this moment right here and what she said, personally, I don't know. Because you want Northwest to be a kid. You don't want to like challenge and stifle their creativity, but then at the same time, it's like Northwest, you're a Kardashian, you're a Jenner. Like, got to be careful with that because of how viral shit goes. So I would have allowed her to dress up as Ice Spice, but I probably wouldn't have posted it online, you know. But again, Kim cares about her image. She cares about everything that she does. Like, even with American Horror Story, you know, I know people are like, why the fuck is she on that? She's gonna do terrible, this, that, and the third. And it's like, y'all must don't know Kim. Her North Node is in Leo. Is literally her destiny to be in front of people. Like, she was always going to be famous with or without that damn sex tape, with or without Ray J. That family was always going to be famous. Always. Like, you can literally do an astrology birth chart reading on that family, on Chris, on Chloe, on all of them. They were always going to be famous. And Kim was always going to be famous. And she has the 28th degree, which is considered an anoretic, I believe it's called, anoretic degree, but she has a degree of 28, right? And that is a degree that makes you a household name. Plus, she has her North Node in Leo. So her destiny is literally to be seen in public and literally famous for nothing. Because I believe her North Node is in her 10th house of career. So it's like, no matter what's like that, that's why I don't get involved in all of these low vibrational ass conversations. I don't give a fuck if she modeled her body after a black woman 20 years ago. What the fuck do y'all want? What do y'all want? Because even if she came out and said, thank you, black women, for my body, and y'all still would find a reason to, because now the conversation has changed to, oh, they Kardashians, oh, you know, they wanted a black body. And then now the conversation in 2023 has become, look at the Kardashians. They don't want to deal with black men no more. So they getting that black body sucked out of them. And it's just like, leave them the fuck alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. That's just where I stand on it. I'm glad. I mean, she didn't have to come out and say anything about the whole situation with Northwest, but I mean, she decided to. So that's her prerogative. That's her business. And I'm here for it. Definitely let me know down in the comment box below what you thought about the situation, as if I give a fuck. Okay. And if you're going to go off with the whole protect black women and black bodies, that I damn sure don't give a fuck. Okay. But make sure that you're going to stream my music as if you give a fuck. Okay. And make sure that you subscribe to my Patreon. I'm trying to bring out new stories, including old classics and new ones. Okay. So subscribe to the Patreon, baby. And also all of my social media, you know, definitely follow my Twitter, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram, and my spirituality page as well. If you would like to book a reading, information is on the screen, baby. Okay. So I love each and every one of y'all in audio HD, boo. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I'm trying to fuck now, some baby, let's dance. Rock up my baby right here on my legs, man. I'm trying to take it tonight.